Welcome to my channel, Mohan. Today we're diving into the cesspool of celebrity feuds with a twist. We're counting down our picks for the famous faces who despise the 45th President of the United States, Donald Trump. Buckle up, because we're about to explore the most scathing, hilarious, and downright brutal things celebrities have said and done to express their absolute loathing for the man who, let's be honest, provided endless material for late-night comedy writers. Our next contender hails from the world of hip-hop, where diss tracks are practically a love language. I'm talking, of course, about the one and only Eminem, a man who built his career on raw, unfiltered lyrics. Eminem took aim at Trump in 2017 during a freestyle rap at the BET Hip Hop Awards. The rap was a blistering takedown of Trump's presidency, calling out his policies and behavior. In his 2018 song The Ringer, Eminem took another swipe at Trump. And in 2023, Eminem was still going strong, accusing Trump of brainwashing his supporters. When a rapper known for his often controversial lyrics calls you out, you know you've messed up somewhere.
Chapter 4. Kerry Washington. Scandal in the House of Trump. From the world of hip-hop, we move on to the world of, well, actual Washington. And no, we're not talking about politics. Yet. We're talking about the queen of political dramas herself, Kerry Washington.
Washington, best known for her role as Olivia Pope in Scandal, clearly wasn't willing to fix the hot mess that was the Trump administration.
She first took aim at Trump in 2016, criticizing his family policies.
During the 2017 GLS and Respect Awards, she delivered a verbal smackdown of Trump.
And in 2020, she produced a documentary called The Fight, focusing on legal battles against the Trump administration.
Chapter 5, Mark Hamill, The Joker Laughs Last. Our next celebrity Trump despiser needs no introduction, but I'll give him one anyway. It's Mark Hamill, the man who gave voice to the iconic Joker.
In 2017, Hamill decided to use his talent for voice acting for the greater good, or at least for the greater good of mocking Trump. He took to Twitter, reading Trump's tweets in his Joker voice.
The result, a terrifyingly hilarious blend of absurdity and horror.
Hamill regularly took to social media to express his less than favorable opinions of Trump.
In 2020, he appeared in commercials for Joe Biden's presidential campaign.
Chapter 6, Stephen King, The Horror, The Horror. Next up, we have the master of horror himself, Stephen King. Known for his prolific writing career, King has penned numerous bestsellers that have left readers trembling in fear. A man who has terrified generations with his chilling tales of killer clowns, rabid dogs, and creepy twins. His ability to tap into our deepest fears is unparalleled. And you know what? Even he thinks Trump is scary. King has often drawn comparisons between his fictional villains and real-life figures. King has been incredibly vocal in his opposition to Trump, describing him as a horrible president and a horrible person. His critiques are not just casual remarks, but well-thought-out arguments. In 2016, King added his name to an open letter signed by a who's who of writers denouncing Trump's candidacy. This letter was a significant moment in the literary community. He continued to publicly criticize Trump's policies and actions, using his platform to speak out against what he saw as a threat to American democracy. His words resonated with many who shared his concerns. Honestly, if Stephen King is writing you into his nightmares, you know you've reached a special level of infamy. His imagination knows no bounds, and his ability to capture the essence of fear is legendary.
From the master of horror, we move on to the queen of acting herself, Meryl Streep. With a career spanning decades and a talent that knows no bounds, Meryl Streep has become a household name and a symbol of excellence in the acting world.
Streep, known for her incredible range and ability to disappear into roles, decided to use her platform to make one thing very clear. She was not a fan of Trump. Her boldness in speaking out against the then president was both applauded and criticized, but it certainly made headlines.
It all started in 2017 at the Golden Globe Awards. The night was filled with glitz and glamour, but it was Streep's speech that stole the show and became the talk of the town.
Streep, accepting the Cecil B. DeMille Lifetime Achievement Award, took the opportunity to deliver a scathing critique of Trump, specifically calling out his mockery of a disabled reporter. Her words were powerful and resonated with many, highlighting the importance of empathy and respect.
The speech was met with thunderous applause from the audience and sent shockwaves through social media. People from all walks of life took to their platforms to express their support for Streep's courage and conviction.
Trump, never one to let a perceived slight go unanswered, took to Twitter and called Streep overrated. His tweet sparked a flurry of responses, with many defending Streep and others siding with Trump.
But Streep, being the icon that she is, didn't let Trump's petty insults deter her. She remained steadfast in her beliefs and continued to use her platform to advocate for what she believed was right.
She continued to condemn Trump publicly, using her voice to speak out against his policies and behavior. Her unwavering stance made her a beacon of hope for many who felt marginalized and unheard during that time.
And in a move that can only be described as art imitating life, Streep drew inspiration from Trump for her character in the satirical disaster film Don't Look Up. Her portrayal was both humorous and poignant, showcasing her ability to blend real-world issues with her craft seamlessly.
Chapter 8. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Hasta la vista, baby. From the Queen of Acting, we move on to the Governator himself, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Schwarzenegger, a man known for his action hero roles and his stint as the Governor of California, decided to add Trump critic to his already impressive resume. Schwarzenegger didn't hold back, especially after the events of January 6, 2021. In the aftermath of the Capitol riot, Schwarzenegger released a powerful video message where he compared the insurrection to Kristallnacht, a horrific event in Nazi Germany. He didn't mince words, directly blaming Trump for inciting the violence and holding him responsible for the attack on American democracy. And let's be honest, when the Terminator tells you you're doing democracy wrong, you know you've messed up somewhere. Chapter 9. Cher, if you could turn back time. Next up, we have the goddess of pop herself, Cher. With a career spanning over 6 decades, Cher has become an icon in the music industry and beyond. Cher, a woman who needs no last name, has been belting out hits and breaking down barriers for decades. From her early days with Sonny Bono to her solo career, she has continually reinvented herself. And she's also been a vocal critic of Trump since, well, pretty much since he announced his candidacy. Her Twitter feed is a treasure trove of her unfiltered thoughts on the former president. Cher has never been one to shy away from expressing her opinions, and when it comes to Trump, she's made her stance abundantly clear. Whether it's through interviews, social media, or public appearances, she doesn't hold back. In 2023, Cher took her Trump disdain to a whole new level when she declared that she would leave the United States if Trump were to win the presidency again. This statement made headlines and sparked conversations across the nation. Now that's dedication to the cause. Imagine packing up your entire life, your collection of Bob Mackie gowns, your Oscar, everything, just to avoid being in the same country as Trump. It's a bold move, but one that shows just how passionate she is about her beliefs. Cher's influence on pop culture is undeniable. From her fashion statements to her music, she has left an indelible mark. Her willingness to speak out, even when it's controversial, only adds to her legendary status. Chapter 10. Robert De Niro. You talking to me? Last but certainly not least, we have the legendary Robert De Niro. De Niro, known for his iconic roles in films like Taxi Driver and Raging Bull, has never been one to hold back his opinions. And when it comes to Trump, well, let's just say he's had a lot to say. De Niro has taken every opportunity to verbally dismantle Trump, calling him a wannabe gangster, evil, and a total monster. In fact, De Niro's disdain for Trump is so profound that he's refused to even consider portraying him in a film. The final act. So there you have it, our countdown of the top 10 celebrities who absolutely despise Donald Trump. But we want to hear from you, our viewers. Which celebrity do you think will attempt to run for the US presidency in the near future? Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Tom Hanks, Dolly Parton. Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.